Qué silencio. Muy buenas tardes. Vamos a dar comienzo al acto de inauguración de las jornadas de orientación para becarios Fulbright estadounidenses en España y Andorra para el curso 2022-2023. Bienvenidos todos, tanto los miembros de la Comisión Fulbright como el delegado cultural de la Embajada y sobre todo vosotros, becarios Fulbright, a este Paraninfo de la Universidad de Alcalá, Paraninfo, que cumplió hace 2 años su 5º centenario. Así que bienvenidos a esta pequeña joya de la Universidad de Alcalá. Para dar comienzo al acto, tiene la palabra don Alberto López San Miguel, director ejecutivo de la Comisión Fulbright.
Pues muchas gracias, rector. La verdad es que la última vez que hicimos una orientación en persona fue aquí y fue en septiembre de 2019. September 2019 was the last time we did orientation here in Alcalá de Henares, and afterwards we all know what happened. Y teníamos muchísimas ganas de volver a venir aquí con todos nuestros becarios. I'm going to speak in English because I know that many of you are fluent in Spanish, but I promise I will talk in Spanish during mid-year, that is going to be in February, but now I'm going to talk in Spanish. This orientation is going to be the largest since the program started in 1958. In Spain. Just to make a comparison, 10 years ago there were 106 US grantees to Spain. 5 years ago it was 175. And in this year, 22-23, it's going to be 232 US grantees. 196 are here today at this orientation. So we are really excited. This is going to be fantastic. As you know, we have had to split the opening ceremony in 2 because we are so large that we can no longer fit in this fantastic place. But anyhow, hello to those of you that are in the capilla. It's a beautiful place as well. We did there an event which celebrated the award to a Fulbrighter that was awarded to Javier Solana, a very famous, well-known politician and an EU Secretary General, and we celebrated that in the capilla. So we're going to be 237 grantees here, US citizens. But we will also have 193 grants to Spanish citizens to study, teach, or research in the United States. So this is a record number of 430 grants for this coming year, 22-23. The Commission is binational, as you probably know. Its programs are sponsored by the US and Spanish governments, various Spanish regional governments, and the private sector. We have the honor to have today with us 2 members from the 2 governments who sit at the board of the Commission to open the orientation. Guzmán Palacios, General Director of Cultural and Scientific Relations and Co-President of the Fulbright Commission from the Ministry of Foreign Trade in Spain, and Justin Thomas, Cultural Affairs Officer at the US Embassy in Spain and Andorra. By the way, hello to the Andorran grantees. Who is the co-treasurer of the Commission as well. At the Commission, our job is to support you during your grant year. We know that all of you are coming from different backgrounds, and this is part of what makes this a successful program for cultural exchange. This also means that each of you will need a different type of support from us. Some of you are coming with a lot of resources and knowledge about how to settle into life in Spain. others not. Others are coming with less resources or experience. Our job at the Commission is to support you wherever you are coming from. We want you to know that your specific identity, including your race, class, gender, sexuality, or ability, are part of why you are so valuable in this program. You will represent your country while you are in Spain. You will be cultural ambassadors of the United States. You can be proud of that. You will have an exciting year to make connections, to share your values, and learn a lot about a different culture, but also about yourselves. Senator Fulbright wrote that the program aims to make international relations human relations and to encourage attitudes of personal empathy, the rare and wonderful ability to perceive the world as others see it. I want to extend you a warm welcome to Spain and Andorra. Thank you very much.
Continuamos el acto y tiene la palabra ahora don Justin Thomas, agregado cultural de la Embajada de United States en España y Andorra y cotesorero de la Comisión Fulbright.
Bueno, señor rector, muchas gracias. Thank you very much for this invitation to be in this incredible room, by the way. I've been in the capilla as well for the other half of you that are there. I know that it's also beautiful, but looking around in this room, I'm so inspired by the names on the wall and the history that has taken place in this room. So welcome to Spain. I mean, it couldn't get any better than this, right? Although I'm sure along the way, whether you're in big cities or small towns, universities or public schools, you're going to find your own places that feel like home and remind you of how amazing it is to be in Spain. My name is Justin Thomas. I am the Cultural Affairs Officer at the U.S. Embassy. I've been living here in Madrid for 1 year, and I've been working for the State Department for about 15. My job title is a bit deceiving. I would say culture for us at the Embassy means education, entrepreneurship, environment, and other programs aimed at bringing people together, the Spanish people and the American people. But those are the areas we're focused on, and it's my pleasure always to be next to Alberto and his staff at these different events. The last time I was together with a group like this was in Malaga, saying goodbye to last year's cohort. And so it's a real pleasure to be here again, saying hello to all of you, knowing the wonderful year that's ahead. The U.S. Embassy here in Madrid and our consulate in Barcelona, as well as several consular agents around the country, we are here for you. We are here because of you. You as American citizens are our #1 mission here in Spain, and I think you'll hear a little bit more about some of the services that our consulate does provide. But I want you all to know that if there's anything you ever need, you have the Commission to reach out to, and you have your embassy to reach out to, and we're here to support you. You'll also be meeting one of the most wonderful and impressive Americans that I've known, and certainly that's here in Spain, and that's our ambassador, Julissa Reynoso. She has plans to come say hi to you and take some questions and hopefully learn a bit more about you, and you'll get the chance to learn a bit more about her on Thursday. But she's absolutely an inspiring woman, and I won't say much more than that, but you're in for a real treat when you get to meet her. All of you, I think you know this, but you're a major investment for both the United States and the Spanish government. And it's great to be here as well with Guzman from the Foreign Ministry and to thank Spain for their support for the Fulbright program, because really I think it's a recognition not only originally of Senator Fulbright's vision, but of the vision that the Spanish government also wants to build and the investment that is worth making in young people. So from the national government even down to regional governments that support your different programs, there's many levels of support for you, and we're all happy to make this investment in your future. And I'm very much looking forward to getting out and visiting you when we get around Spain. I have several colleagues who work in the embassy who always look up Fulbright scholars when we're out doing our work. So count on us to come knocking on your doors and maybe get a local tour of the best bars or the best tapas places or the best pinchos or whatever it might be in your region, because we will be looking forward to doing that. We're open to communicating with you, learning about your projects, and in fact, I'll mention just some examples of, in the past year that I've been here, conversations with Fulbright scholars that I've met at events like this have actually turned in to embassy projects. Last year we were in Cordoba for a visit of scholars, and I met, one of the scholars gave a presentation about the situation she was seeing in Malaga for unaccompanied minors who were arriving in Spain. And so afterwards we exchanged business cards, and she told me about a professor at the University of Malaga who was working on that project, doing years of research as a psychologist working with children specifically, and that has since turned into an exchange program that the embassy has organized to send different scholars and researchers, as well as government officials, to the United States to look at our situation of child migrants and unaccompanied child migrants in the States, and how we can learn from one another. And that all started because of conversation at a Fulbright event. Also at last year's event in Malaga, I met a young woman who had been a Fulbright scholar working on the Camino de Santiago in the north. And she told me all about the experiences she had had learning about the Camino, how to make it more sustainable, how to, studying the impact it had on the local communities. And our ambassador, not to give too much away, but is a practicing Catholic and very interested in the Camino. So I've been working with her to see if on one of her future visits, the ambassador's future visits to Galicia, we can incorporate some of the research and the contacts that the Fulbright scholar had made into the ambassador's visit. So please, we're here for you. I'd love to hear from you. You can always reach out to me. You can reach out to the Fulbright Commission if you're trying to reach me. Tell us more about your projects, and who knows what it could become in the future. As Alberto said, you are our citizen ambassadors and should be very proud of that. And we're happy to have you here. Also, don't forget to follow us on social media. My colleague Ari, who's so carefully filming you all today, we'll be putting stuff about this on our social media platforms. We want you to stay in touch with us that way too. So please do that. We're at U.S. Embassy Madrid, thank you, on just about every social media platform you can find. So thanks again, and welcome to Spain.
Tiene la palabra a continuación don Guzmán Palacio Fernández, director de Relaciones Culturales y Científicas de la ECID y copresidente de la Comisión Fulbright.
Rector magnífico, querido Justin, querido Alberto, dear all, Alberto conveyed to me that if I could speak to all of you in English, so I'm going to make a formal speech, but I would also like to convey to you certain personal feelings, because this is a very special moment, not only for the Spanish government, but for the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. We're very proud of this program. It's been working for more than 50 years, and you're special for us. This is also a special place, this Aula Magna. I was reading the names throughout the walls, and there's one very special here, Antonio de Nebrija. This year we're celebrating the 500th anniversary of his death. He was the the author of the first Spanish grammar, and I think it's interesting seeing this connection between you and Spain. As you all know, both countries were allies. We share common values. We've been working together in the UN. We have the same values in concerning human rights, freedom of speech. We work together in several countries. And this is not just a political issue. It has many different aspects from the economic and commercial point of view. We also share social values. We just had President Biden in past June. He was here in the NATO summit. And this political relationship has a personal background, and that personal background is all of you here. As Justin mentioned before, we're very proud of having you here because we really believe that our best ambassadors are you. You're going to enjoy, well, I hope you will enjoy your stay in Spain. We just received you with wonderful weather. It's autumn. It was especially hot in August. You're going to enjoy a whole year in Spain. You're going to be traveling throughout the country. You'll be in different regions. So I think you'll get to know a bit of my country. It's not because it's my country. I feel Spaniard, but I think you're going to really enjoy your stay here. And if I have to send you a message, is that you should enjoy your time here. I'm a professional diplomat, and I've had fellow colleagues that were trying to get involved in the Spanish former diplomacy. And the message that I always told them was that before you started studying something, the first thing you had to do was to be convinced of what you were going to do, and especially to enjoy your time in where you were. No? This is a very special moment. So that will be my first message, really to enjoy your time here, get to know our country, to get to know our customs, how we live. And the second one will be, I would be very grateful, the Spanish government would be very grateful if you could send that message back home when you return from a year from now on, because you're going to be our best ambassadors. One of the best things we do in my general direction is basically the idea of grants. I think that it works really well, of having people coming here and getting to know each other through students, and this is going to be your best experience, at least for us. It really works very well. So we're very proud of having you here. We're here for whatever you need. We have the U.S. Embassy at your disposal. There's also Alberto's team, but you can count on the Spanish Ministry of Foreign Affairs for whatever you need. And just, enjoy your time here and be our best ambassadors when you get back home to the U.S. Thank you very much for being with us here today.
Queridos miembros de la Comisión Fulbright, Guzmán, Justin, Alberto, muchas gracias por habernos vuelto a elegir como lugar para recibir a los becarios Fulbright. Bienvenidos, tanto los que estáis presentes aquí en el Paraninfo, como los que nos están siguiendo a través de las líneas, a través de online, en la capilla de San Ildefonso. Señalaba Gabriel García Márquez, uno de los más brillantes escritores en lengua española, que lejos de esperar algo de este siglo XXI, es este nuestro tiempo, el inicio de un nuevo milenio y una nueva era, el que espera algo de nosotros, el que se presenta para ser forjado a nuestra imagen y semejanza y que solo será tan glorioso y nuestro como seamos capaces de imaginarlo. Esto es lo que decía García Márquez. Con su reflexión os doy la bienvenida y agradezco la oportunidad en nombre de nuestra universidad, de la Universidad de Alcalá, de albergar estas jornadas de orientación para quienes habéis viajado a España desde Estados Unidos en el marco de la edición 2022-2023 del programa Fulbright. Las palabras de Gabo es el nombre por el que se conoce a García Márquez, evocan el liderazgo creativo al que el senador Fulbright aludía como requisito para un futuro de esperanza para la humanidad. Sobre este cimiento se erige la iniciativa bautizada con su nombre y dedicada a fomentar el intercambio educativo, científico y cultural. De esta idea participáis las 207 personas aquí reunidas, aquí y en la capilla de San Ildefonso, con motivo de vuestra beca Fulbright, a quienes dedico mi más sincera enhorabuena por haber superado un proceso de selección que conozco y deja fuera de toda duda vuestra capacidad para ejercer el imprescindible liderazgo. Celebramos vuestra excelencia, vuestras habilidades y capacidades porque ha llegado la hora de construir un mundo nuevo creado sobre la conciencia de nuestros valores fundamentales, como la libertad, la justicia, la igualdad, la equidad, la tolerancia y esa solidaridad digna de ser amada, como afirmaría Séneca, pues es propia del ser humano y como tal la ejercemos. Y hemos de hacerlo desde la responsabilidad y la convicción de que la felicidad de todos depende en esencia de la felicidad de cada persona. Este principio resultaría más fácil de entender cuando se desarrollan programas como este, como el programa Fulbright, que trascienden fronteras, tanto físicas como del conocimiento, al tiempo que contribuyen a la fraternidad entre las gentes y los pueblos. Esto supone una aportación al avance de la humanidad que en el caso de Fulbright dura ya más de 70 años, con la implicación de más de 160 países y la participación de más de 390.000 personas, entre las que se cuentan 60 premios Nobel, 86 premios Pulitzer y en España 6 premios Princesa de Asturias. Sin duda es una colección impresionante de personas y de líderes de nuestro mundo. Os deseo, muchos de esos pasaréis a formar parte de este grupo, os deseo que tengáis un feliz curso, una oportunidad única que estoy seguro que aprovecharéis y os felicito por formar parte de un proyecto tan destacable y tan necesario, pues el futuro requiere de personas como vosotros, de líderes empeñados en el entendimiento mutuo, en la construcción de una sociedad al servicio de la dignidad humana, cada vez más deseosa de concordia y de paz, de un futuro donde todos sean respetables y queridos por igual, como expresó Nelson Mandela. Por esa razón, vuestra presencia entre los centenarios muros de este Paraninfo supone un honor para la Universidad de Alcalá y una oportunidad para daros la bienvenida a nuestra universidad y a nuestro país. Espero y deseo que vuestra estancia en España resulte muy provechosa. Muchas gracias. Thank you very much. Y ahora me han dicho que tenemos que hacernos una fotografía, one picture, en el patio.